Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear's Workshop. Today we're going to continue with the dismantling of the Polaris. We're going to try and get the front bumper off. We've got some suspension parts to get off, some rocker panels, and maybe some of the plastic. We'll see how far we get in this session. But we got to start moving everything around. So for right now, we're going to get the RZR in position. I've got it up on car dollies and a jack stand in a car dolly, so hopefully it doesn't fall off. If it does, hey, at least we got some good video. So we're going to rotate this around. I'm going to go ahead and grab some tools. I'll bring you in a little bit closer and I'll show you what we're taking off as we take it off. We'll probably fast motion some of the stuff so that you don't fall asleep on me, and just slow you down for the things that matter, things that we all can learn something. So first thing we're going to do is move this. These wheels are kind of really nice because you can move everything around, and we just want to get it where we've got more access to everything. I'm also going to stick another jack stand on that. So let me go ahead and move you closer. So here's a closer shot of what we're going to be doing. Right here, we're going to pull this off, this panel. We're going to take this rocker all the way off, and that goes all the way to the back, so that's a decent amount of plastic that we're going to have to take off. Not excited about, but we're probably going to need to do. So also take off the front bumper over there, probably the front grille, and this area right here. The reason for that is I'm going to have to do some welding under here, or get somebody to do some welding, because I am not a pro. I'm pretty good at boogering up welds. That's about it. So we've got to get all those pieces off. So just sit back, watch, and comment or ask questions if you have them. So the idea was to put this up on a two-post car lift that I was supposed to pick up yesterday, but that did not work out due to the company didn't want to sell it to me because my vehicle was too large, and they said I won't be able to lift it up. So the guy who suggested I get it made a mistake. He said a 10,000 post lift was good enough. Unfortunately, it wasn't. So I'm going to get a 12,000 post lift, which is overkill for this, but not for my other trucks. But I have to get a thicker concrete slab, and that's going to have to take place before I can really do what I need to do and get this on a lift like I want to. So for now, we're going to be working with it on the ground in a nice precarious spot where hopefully it doesn't fall on me. I've only done that a few times. I don't want to do it again. It can hurt. Speaking of which, I said I was going to get another jack stand underneath this. Let's grab another jack stand. Okay, jack stand in place. Safety wins out again. We'll take out this first piece. So, next problem here is that all the pieces, these are not off. These are a pain in the butt to put on. They've got bolts that go through here and pull back, and this is going to be fun pulling this one off. Always like to throw something like a tire underneath the vehicle when I'm underneath it, if there is a collapse of something, and I have had jack stands collapse on me. I've had them bend right in half. Just that could give me a little bit of leeway. That could save a leg or something else, but I gotta figure out how to get these out. Brought some friends. Do a little bit more, and these are supposed to just come right out. These are the expandable nuts, and they are not expanding, but they are driving me nuts. So just This is half right. So it might be because it was jammed up in it. Might be because it just sucks. I don't know. We're gonna just start hitting it and hope for the best, because that's what we're gonna do. Perfect catch. Didn't hurt at all. You can see how badly bruised this up that is. Probably not salvageable, but it might be fun to try. Anyway, we're gonna set this aside, take off the second piece. Hopefully that one comes out easier. So. Ouch. Bolts on the bottom side of the dash, that's enough for this. Problem with getting this off is that you need to disconnect this part of the rail, and which will happen here because it has to. Unless we take, well, we got to take it off because we've got welding to do. Okay, so this bumper is, from my past experience, a royal pain. There's two bolts behind here. They're not too bad to get to. They're not great. But these two bolts, they're easy because they're right in the front. But you have to reach around and grab the nut, and it'll probably come off pretty easy. But going back on is pretty much a nightmare. We've got to take this grill out in order to get to this. So let's do that. I bought this at Nico off of Amazon. It's got all your T's from T8 to T60, and they're awesome. It fits. There's not a bolt on here that this doesn't fit. So check this out on Amazon. Highly recommend it. And keep it away from anyone else. You see, it's clean. No one else in here touches this. So here we have the front bumper. It's off. The only places that I can really see any real bend to it is right here. This is obviously bent up pretty bad. This is supposed to be flat. As far as how it looks symmetrically, otherwise it seems to be fine. I'm not sure where it, well, I know where it took the hit. It took the hit right here. You can see where that's bent or just knocked out right there. But you can't really see any other hit because I didn't really think it took a hit except for right there. I think that's the only spot. And that pulled the whole bumper and caused that. So we're gonna hammer that down a little bit, and maybe not right now though, because right now we got to keep disassembling. So that's the plan. Let's put this aside, move on to the next piece. So the wiring harness for the shocks disconnected, as always. It's just hanging there. When this gets put back together, you need to make sure that it's connected. If not, you'll get a check engine light for the suspension. It's happened to me before. The first time I took this off, I didn't realize that it came out 1/4 of an inch. Now I know it comes out every time I disconnect that. So I'm aware of the problem. I am putting all of these in plastic baggies and I am labeling them. Yeah, I think we're going to do just like that. How's that look? A little awkward. But the goal here is to be able to get to this and get someone in here that can weld and get into here, because these shock points that are up here that you can't see, that is blown out. That is blown out. This is slightly bent. I can hit that back in with a hammer, but that needs to be fixed. This shock mount, slightly bent also. That one's fine. That one is just ridiculous because that needs to come out. That's just such thin metal for your control arms, in my opinion. They can somehow withstand jumps and crashing down, but you have another vehicle driving to 10 miles per hour, it tears it apart. So. It's starting to not look like a razor anymore. I'm going to be taking these doors off, just because it's going to be easier that way. I prefer not to, but I also know that it's the best way to do it, and I should do it the right way. Find a place to mark them, because when I took them off to put the Pro Armor on them, it was a real pain trying to get them lined up again. So I'm pulling out these clips right here. It's a 2-part clip. This is the part that goes through the 2 pieces of whatever you're connecting. Usually it's 2 pieces of plastic in this case. So it goes in, this piece fits in there, and this top piece then will go in, and then it pushes all the way in and it expands it out and holds in the plastic. These body panels are all held in with these clips and with screws. This piece right here is going to come off next. I just need to take that off, and I'm going to mark it first. Blood. What the? You know what? Two more of these beautiful, lovely clips. But I don't need to save those clips. They're right here. Since this piece is junk, ripping it off is okay. You ever wonder why you can never get your razor clean when you're washing it and you just keep hosing it and hosing it and hosing it? And this is still pretty dirty. This has 250 miles on it. But I've seen dirtier. Hey, click like if you've seen dirtier. So, all right, well, we've pretty much got everything disassembled that we need to, except for two last parts, and we're not going to be doing them today. I'll make another short video on the suspension. This has to come out. You can see how it's bent right here. This appears to be okay, and we're going to be leaving it in. This was attached to another assembly, which that was bent. This does appear to be okay. If it's not, we'll remove it. I need to get in touch with someone who can weld and fix up these two spots. And we're waiting on parts. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll be taking off that steering arm, cleaning up the hub assembly. We should have parts in by then, and maybe we can start reassembling soon. So that's it. If you like this video, click like, click subscribe so you can see more in the future, and comment if you have any questions. You want to tell me I'm doing this all wrong, please do. I might be, because frankly, I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't done this before. So, hope you're enjoying the videos. We'll see you next time.